Hello there, this is Shirdel7221 and welcome to my 50,000 upload views special. Sorry it's a couple of days late, but I had real life stuff to do. So I was thinking about, what should I do? 50,000 upload views, it's a pretty big number just after a year. So I was thinking about what to do and I thought, well, I have a rather unusual, so to speak, setup for everything I use to record and commentate and let's play and edit and everything. So I thought I'd go and show you all of it. All my setup and everything before I get any questions. So if I do get any questions in the future, I can just point to the video and say that's what I do, and obviously just say if my setup's changed since then. So on the screen right now, as you can see, this is my capture card. It is a K-World DVD Maker USB 2.0. I think that's the name of it anyway. And it uses a microphone line-in input, which is the green one, or green or blue, whichever your choice is, I don't know. And it uses a USB for the video. And as you can see there, it has S-video and composite video, but because I don't have a high definition TV, I am forced to use the composite, regrettably. But the quality is quite good. As for whether I would recommend it, I'm afraid I would have to not really recommend it unless if you have a lot of patience like I do, because even though it's reasonably cheap, I got it as an offer for I think 40 quid. It did take a while to set up. It didn't come with any clear instructions as to what to do with it. It also said it didn't work for Windows 7, or it said strictly it doesn't work for Windows 7 inside the box, not outside the box, I think. When it actually did, but you had to go onto the website to find an update for it. That was incredibly hard to find. I needed a technician to come round, who's also the bloke who sorted out my laptop and everything. And he was the one who helped set it up for me. Well, really, he did set it up. What I do through putting it in is I put it into a SCART cable. I think that's the right word anyway, which SCART cables are very popular in Europe. I don't actually know why they are, but I know they are. So I put the ends in to the... I have some little round bits where between the Xbox and the thing. So I just put the Xbox lead in. Now before I put the Xbox leads in, I put the SCART in first to where the SCART cable is, and that's the Xbox one. So then it has red, white and yellow on it, and as you can tell I didn't actually write down what I was going to say beforehand. So I put the red, white, yellow SCART thing in. Then I put in the thing to the capture card, so that where the capture card goes in, and then after that I put in the Xbox red, white and yellow, or PlayStation 3 or PlayStation 2 red, white and yellow composite cables in, and it's very easy to swap it out and in for the whichever one you're doing. That's pretty much my capture card in a nutshell, really. So let's move on to what I use to record my Let's Plays with, my commentary. On screen here is something very similar to what I actually use. I couldn't find an exact photo. It is a Logitech webcam, and I use this for my live recordings simply because I had a lot of problems through figuring out how to record both the USB and through through two different ones at the same time, because I couldn't put another microphone into the pink slot or the green slot because the green, pink and black can only receive one audio at one time. You got to select which one. So then I remembered about the webcam, and I put that into the other spare USB slot, and huzzah, it worked. Although I had to download a separate audio recorder, which I'll cover in a little bit, it worked perfectly fine. There were some echo issues and some audio loudness issues to start off with, but over time my Let's Play videos became a higher and higher quality of audio until they are what they are now, and I'm certain in a few years I'll probably laugh at what I was doing back then. So that's the live one I use. The next one, I can't actually find a picture of the microphone, but the one I've only just started using for my Tekken 6 commentary videos is a It.Works microphone, which is very cheap. I got it from PC World or Comet, one of the two, for about £5, and it works perfectly well. The quality of the audio is perfectly fine. It was what I was using to talk now, but I've just noticed that I've plugged the thing out. So for the past few minutes I have actually been talking through my built-in laptop audio, so I hope I don't sound weird. Let me just plug it back in. There's a pink one. Right. Mic in. That should work now. Yep. I'm terribly sorry if anything weird happened then. I'll have to go over it again and see if anything happened. Oh god, this is going well, isn't it? So yeah, I use this to record with my Tekken 6 commentary. Yeah, I use it to record my Tekken 6 commentary first, when I'm first watching the replay, and then I record the replay itself afterwards. So that's a very good way of generating a live effect. Of course, that wouldn't work for my Let's Plays because it's not a replay, is it? It's the thing. If I could replay my Let's Plays, I definitely, almost certainly would do it like that because it's a lot easier. But then again, I probably wouldn't because it actually takes up more time because you need to record it twice. Which isn't a problem with replays because they're very short, but you know, half, 3/4 of an hour videos, you know, that would get quite tedious. So that is my capture card and audio setup. So in a second we're going to do a pro jump to my desktop on my laptop, where you'll be able to see all the programs I use for recording and all the programs I use for editing. Pro jump, go! Okay, so here we are. This is my desktop, and here are all the things we're going to be covering. The perfect time for my mouse to screw up. All these. This one here, I don't use it because it has lag. I'm also going to be covering this here, this one. So let's start with this, which is what I'm using right now. As this is my debut, what's the name of it again? Debut Video Capture Software Professional. And no, I didn't pay for it, so I used a crack. I will say that right now. I find it incredibly useful. It is, in my opinion, it's the best recording software you can find. And finding the crack isn't impossible. I didn't actually use a torrent to get it. But it's not impossible to find, even if it isn't as popular as all the other mainstream options. But this works perfectly fine. You can stretch the videos to widescreen. You can do your screen. I also use this for, or will be using it for any recordings, future recordings I'll be doing here, any future Let's Plays I'll be doing on my computer. Although if I do any on my computer, I'm going to need a new USB microphone that doesn't echo, because, well, you know, my TV's about, what, 10 feet away from me, so, well, 8 feet. So, I mean, you know, if, but, my computer's, what, not even 2 feet away from me, so, you know, the echoing will obviously be a lot worse there. The options, you have very wide options. Obviously probably a good time to say, I use PAL 60 to record the Xbox 360, and I use PAL L, I think it is, but I'm not sure. It's something like that anyway, that to record the PlayStation 2 and the PlayStation 3, funnily enough. Yeah, I actually do record my PS3 in PAL 60, even though the screen's wider. It can record in any, with any capture card. It didn't come with the capture card. The software that did sucked, may I say. Yeah, I find it to be incredibly useful. It doesn't edit or anything, but yeah, I really like it. It does the job. So let's move on. This one here, Prism Video File Converter. I use this. Not sure why it's going to there. Strange. I have to have a look at that. Normally, it goes to here, and it can output in plenty of formats, as you can see. This is actually one of the few types of software that doesn't work with a crack. I'm not actually sure how it's working right now. But yeah, it works really well. You know, it converts any files I need, you know, because this thing here doesn't accept very much. It's very annoying. Yeah. So that's that, simple enough. It just converts videos. Useful every now and then. Right, this thing here. This thing here is annoying as hell. Let me tell you. Because it doesn't actually work. I downloaded it from a torrent and it's decided to not work. Allow me to demonstrate. Yes. You see? Don't have a clue why it isn't working, but I can't exactly phone that Pinnacle and ask for help and say, oh, how did you get it? Oh, I got it from torrents. Yeah, you get what I mean. But when it does work, it's what I'll be using for all of my advanced edits, like 101 Ways to Die and Tekken 6 Part 2. The only reason why I use Windows Live Movie Maker over Pinnacle is for two main reasons. One, this is a lot easier to use. Even though it has a ton less, it is a million miles easier to use, tons easier to use in Pinnacle, and it saves files faster, and you can directly upload them to YouTube, which is a big help. Which is why I'm use this for just, you know, simple stuff like I'm going to be using it for this because I only need to, you know, make sure the commentaries can sync and add the two files and align them, which is ridiculously easy. And this is completely unnecessary for that. Right, let's move on. This thing here, free sound recorder. This is what I used to use for my audio capturing software until very recently. A little after I got this laptop, it decided it just didn't want to work. I'm not actually sure why. It was incredibly useful because if I open something else, it was still there, meaning I could press the hotkey to record along with the video software, and I could record it perfectly in sync, meaning that Windows Movie Maker was a lot more useful. But let me reopen it actually. Very recently this has happened. Don't know why, don't know how, but it has. So now, for audio recording, I use Audacity, like all good people should. I do not need to explain it. If you're at all experienced with recording, then you will know what Audacity is. It's as simple as that. This thing here, like I said, it doesn't. It's made by the same people who made these two, and well, it has lag, you know. It lags the sounds. Windows Movie Maker, I do not need to go through. Everyone knows what Windows Movie Maker is. Might as well quickly talk about Windows Movie Maker 2.6, I think it is. Wait, is it actually this one? Let me see. Yeah, this one. This one I would only use simply because it has more options of what you can say. If I show you, publish movie. Okay, one second. I'll quickly show you. I don't know, this one here, which came with a computer. For example, if I put in this one, for example. God damn it! And let me guess, this probably hasn't even saved either. Oh wait, it has. It has. Miracle. So that screwed up. Thanks for telling me now. Very helpful. Well, I've kept you here for long enough. I'm going to end now. Expect a 10,000 channel view special very soon. As soon as I get it, really. That will be what am I going to do? Is that again? I'm not actually sure. I know it was something good, but I can't remember what it was. Come on, I should be able to pick it out from my head. There. I guess I haven't thought of it then. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I hope that this has been of some help to you. And if it hasn't, then screw you. What can I say? Thank you very much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed. And I hope that at least one of those uploads, one of those first 50,000 upload views was one of yours. And if it wasn't, then, oh well. I mean, 1,000 of them have probably just been for me. What can I say? Thanks for watching. Shirdel out.